Crab. Welcome to my live stream, hour 16. I've got just under 8 hours left. Game On event, a nationwide event in which gamers like myself are over basically various challenges. As you can tell at this point, I'm starting to get a little bit sleep deprived, which is why I'm not. So far I've taken on Outlast and Amnesia, and I've managed to finish them both. Both were relatively scary games, with Outlast being probably more scarier than Amnesia, but Amnesia having the better plot, in my opinion at the very least. As I mentioned, this is for Stand Up to Cancer's Game On event, so if you feel like you wish to donate, then please check out the link either in the orange banner at the bottom there, or on the description. If you've missed previous games, or if you've missed any of the stream beforehand, don't worry about it. I'm going to be uploading them onto YouTube in 1 hour chunks, or well, basically 24 parts, so people can catch up if they've missed out. If you'd like to donate after the event as well, the page is open for quite a bit longer. I think it's open for another week or so you can donate up to, I think it's about the 5th of May maybe. But yeah, for now, I don't really need to say about the PlayStation broadcast system needing to stop every time you switch games, as obviously this will more than likely be my final game. I believe Resident Evil, I'll actually complete it, although I do aim to get quite far in it at the very least. Finally, one more thing, although you can't really see anything at the moment because save. Final thing, because it is a 24-hour stream, every hour so I will be just taking a quick 5-minute break. This is basically just so I can stretch, wake myself up a bit and give my eyes a little bit of a rest from the screen. At the moment, even though I'm feeling quite tired, my eyes are okay, they're not hurting too much at the moment. They're barely hurting at all. I think that's mainly because I've been keeping myself well hydrated. I must say my concentration's starting to lapse a little bit, but apart from that, nothing too detrimental. I think my reaction times are probably slowing down a little bit. And I'm obviously starting to yawn a little bit. In England it is 2:20. I woke up at about 7:30 this morning, so I've already almost been awake for 24 hours. I think it's going to be interesting in the very least. If only just because my reaction times are, like I say, starting to slow down, and I'm not really making much sense, to be quite honest. And if I remember rightly, from what I've heard, because unfortunately I've never actually completed Silent Hill, I've only been on it for about 5 or 10 minutes as a child. I was a little bit too young to really play it properly. I got a bit too scared a bit too quickly. Oh. I like going on a hike. It's good exercise but not too strenuous. I don't want this to be a cakewalk. I don't want to fully relax, otherwise I run the risk of falling asleep. I don't want to climb a fucking mountain at 2 AM. So let's go on a hike. Who should we choose? Chris Redfield. I'm going to choose... new version Chris Redfield. Let's go for him. But yeah, apologies in advance if I stop making much sense during this stream, or if I end up talking about something and going off on a tangent, or if I talk about something and literally stop halfway through. Oh god, 98. I'd have been 5 back then. No wonder I couldn't play this game back when I was a kid.
Disappeared during the middle of their mission.
But out of all the games that I've played, even though this is technically the oldest, this is the one that I think may affect me the most. Not just because I'm tired and because things are going to affect me more, but it's a constant slow shuffle with zombies, whereas with Outlast it's obviously just full-on chase sequences all the time. And with Amnesia, I think it's built more towards the plot than anything else. I was told Amnesia was absolutely terrifying, but I didn't find it scary as such. There were one or two parts that, I'll admit, jumped out my skin, but not enough to justify it as being more terrifying than Amnesia. Whereas with this, it's just constant death around you, constant threats. I expect myself to die quite a few times. Least of all because I'm going to have to wrestle with the control system on this. And also, of the last two games, I'm used to semi-fluid character movement. With Outlast, you can sprint, vault, climb up stuff quite easily. Your agility is the way that you survive in that. In Amnesia, you can still sprint a little bit, but it's not quite the level of Outlast. But you can still have a bit of agility, whereas with this, it is literally just you aim and you stop moving, unless they've changed that around for the HD remake. I know I'm going to have to face those dogs at some point, but I really don't want to. On the intro video as well, it showed that you take on some zombie sharks, which also not looking forward to. Oh. No, I'm not looking forward to those fucks.
Come on!
Good guy, Chris. Well, we've gone from one giant-ass castle mansion in Amnesia to this derelict mansion that we're gonna get to for Resident Evil.
Chris, this way.
I wonder if the voice acting... I've heard that the voice acting in the original Resident Evil was just god-awful. It was laughably bad at times. So I'm wondering if they've redubbed any of this, or if it's all just still terrible, terrible voiceovers. I think if anything, I'm hoping for the... I think if anything, I'm hoping for the terrible, terrible voiceovers. Just because it'll bring some levity to this.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Oh, Barry.
Is everyone all right?
Barry. Where's Barry?
He'll be making a Jill sandwich.
No. What was that?
Probably Barry.
I'll go and check it out.
All right. Jill and I will stay and secure this area.
Chris,
Be careful.
take care.
Ah, close enough.
Yeah.
I've got to say, I mean, the old loading screen doors, I remember those at the very least. I've got to say, I'm actually quite impressed. Oh, God. Fixed camera angles. That's the map. So that's my inventory. I don't appear to have a gun. It's a bit worrying. I have a lighter. Let's save. It's an old typewriter. You can save your progress. Use the ink ribbon? Yes or no? Yeah, fuck it, well... Let's see. Let's see if I need to save. Let's save. I'm actually quite impressed with the graphical overhaul that they've done on this. I know it's just a HD remake of... Oh god, you can't even... That's just for turning. The right analog stick isn't even for aiming. Yeah, I know this is essentially just a... And the two haven't run each other. Ah, god. Yeah, I know this is just a remake of the GameCube version, but still, considering that my only real memories of the original Resident Evil are, as I said, as a kid. Well, you take the emblem. Yeah, why not? From the status screen, examine an item and select Examine command. The detail of the item will be displayed. Yeah, considering that my only real experience with the original Resident Evil was a kid, my memory of it is very blocky characters. Obviously the same static backgrounds, but not quite as much detail. Nowhere near as much, in fact. The resolution was a lot lower. Nowhere near this level of detail. I mean, like, just the fire looks impressive. I must say, in a sense, I'm actually regretting going for Resident Evil. Just because it is so old school and old fashioned that... No, let's put the emblem of armor in. But it just... I literally have it there. Anyway, yeah, because it's so old school compared to the more recent games that I've been on, even just during this stream. I don't know if I'm going to adapt too well to it. But we'll see. I mean, I've got 7.5 hours left for this stream. I might run a little bit over depending on how my energy levels and concentration are. And it depends how far it looks like we are into the story. But, first cutscene. Lovely zombie. Can I kill it? No, I don't think I can without a gun. That's still unsettling. Stop. Ah, okay. Yeah, let's report back to Wesker quickly. The fact that I met my first zombie, tried to take it out with a knife, and then just got killed. That doesn't bode well for me. I can't remember if zombies can actually come through doors in this one. A little bit of caution there. Great. This is not going off to the best of starts, I must admit. Let's get back to Wesker.
Wesker? Jill? Where did they go?
I don't know. We'll find out. Soon. Probably in the next couple of hours. But we have a gun at least. Yes, I will take the handgun. What do you think I am, an idiot? Just equip that bad boy right now. It's like the old Metal Gear Solid way of aiming as well. Like the original one where you couldn't even properly see where you were aiming fully. Woman drawing water. A portrait hangs on the wall. almost seems like it's watching you. Can I... I have a feeling I'll need to move this, but I don't think it'll let me yet. Let's have a quick look at the controls. Well, they've added a 180-degree turn from the looks of it. Oh, that's better. Oh wait, no, that's not better. That's not better in the slightest. Let's go for Type A. Squares, rounds, that's really large example. Let's go through this door then. A is locked. An emblem of a sword is carved into the lock. So I'm gonna have to find a way around it and then push it through and round. Okay. Well, I think we're actually officially further than I've ever been on this game, which says something. It says I've been broadcasting for 17 minutes, but it's more like a gameplay of about 5. But yeah, it's just stuff like... Oh. Wonder what's on the other side of this door. Probably a zombie. There are octagonal indentations to the right and left of the door. But yeah, just the fact that it's fixed camera angles, that maybe it shouldn't, but it does mess me up a little bit. Just because your controls, your directions change as the camera angles change as well, and to me that's a little off-putting. I doubt I'll find a way back around there at some point. Tomb engraved with the picture of an angel. There's an indentation in the shape of an arrowhead. There is going to be a lot of fetch and questing in this. And like, I have a feeling I'm already in the wrong area. So let's figure out exactly where I'm meant to be going. Because I don't think I really want to spend the entirety of this stream just trying to figure out what I'm meant to be doing. I'd like to actually make some kind of progress on this game for once. Well, there's a shiny object there, and it's a knife? Dagger? Using defensive items such as daggers will allow you to escape momentarily when being grabbed by an enemy. To equip the defensive item, go to the status screen, then select an item from the defensive item menu, then select the equip command. If your defensive mode is set to manual in the controller settings, you must press L2. Is it set to... No, auto. I'll be a pussy with that. Oh, it's already equipped. Oh, that's good. Well, there's a zombie fucker somewhere. Is it dead? Let's find out. No. Now it's dead. First kills are special. little bit worrying that it took round about 5 bullets to actually kill that one though. It seems pointless me coming in here because there was nothing in here apart from a waste of bullets and a dagger. Then again, I suppose the dagger could be useful later on. Let's check this door. Okay, so far we've figured out most of the doors are locked. I still don't really have a clue where I'm meant to be going. Try going back to where we started from. Not where we started from, but where we met that first zombie. At the very least now I'll be able to kill it. I'm assuming that when you die in this one, you restart from your last save progress, so I'm gonna save now. I want that first zombie kill saved at the very least. Oh. And it's actually surprising what 16 and a half, 17 hours of pretty much continuous gaming will do to your head. It's you start forgetting stuff that you were going to say or what you were going to do on the game, and I can see that's going to be problematic in the long run. And that zombie's no longer there. It's probably through here. So if I've heard right about Resident Evil, especially the original, there's a lot of items that you need to remember that you need. I will definitely take the handgun magazine. I'll definitely take the green herb as well. And there's also resource management as well, from what I've heard. Like that. So I've only got one healing herb. However, it might be smart to use that now to go back to fine. Take that one there. Let's go up the stairs and see what wondrous things await us up there. Oh, I was hoping there'd be something of use in the bird cage. Not just a dead bird. Oh. So I'm actually a little surprised I've not had to resort to energy drinks yet. We're getting closer to 3 AM in England, and I would have thought I'd have been desperately needing one by now, but ah shit, there's a zombie. I don't like the fact that you can't manually aim down. Oh wait. There we go. Ah. Well, that's not good. I need to remember that the arrowhead thing is there, or go back and see if I can unlock the unlock that shield door that was open earlier. That I wasn't able to open earlier on. I think that might have just been because it was before I'd seen Wesker, before I'd got my gun, for any of that had happened, so I don't think it would let me go any further. Because now if I can get rid of the shield by putting it in that door, I'll be able to pick up the arrowhead. Or the arrow, should I say. find it a bit odd that they've essentially remastered this and everything, but they don't appear to have done anything to improve load times. Oh, helpful. Oh, but it's a one-use item. Oh, that's not that good. Okay, let's see if we can actually use the shield now. No, great. It's just an emblem, that's why. Well, I've done my first bit of unnecessary backtracking in this game. Hopefully as time goes on in this game I'm not going to slowly get worse as I get more tired. I'll hopefully get better as I get used to this. Like it definitely happened in Amnesia and Outlast. In both of those when I first met the first couple of enemies. Cheers. First time I met a couple of enemies and that I just panicked and then it just slowly got better. I'm hoping the same happens this time round as well. I can push this. Not really sure what use that has, but I am positive that a use for it will be made known to me later on in the game. In fact, I'm positive I've been here. Yeah, that's where I've just come from. Brilliant. Assuming this statue I've got to probably push down. For one reason or another. Yeah, I've got to say, only being able to carry 6 items at a time, quite a restriction when used to games like Fallout where you can just carry dozens and dozens of items at once. Again, no doubt it's something I'll get used to. In this room, don't need to be in it. That is a charming rhyme. Doesn't really make much sense, but charming nonetheless. So I'm guessing, yeah, statue dropped down there. Can't carry anything else, so if I drop... Oh. I would have thought I could have... There we go. Still can't. Brilliant. So I have no doubt that the more I play this, the more I'm gonna have to start getting it a bit better, but for now it's early days and I'm fairly shit at it, as you can see. Okay, that one made a bit more sense at least. I'd be more worried if my webcam wasn't on at this point in time. It'd be more like a, you know, network issue that I'm having. Can't remember if that was if that would open last time or not. Oh yeah, it would. I remember this now. So over there is the arrowhead thing that I can't pick up. Fairly sure that's probably vital in opening a door that I need to get through. There are lots of herbs. So maybe not. Maybe I just need to go through this way. Here's an inscription on the shield. Death is only the beginning. It's dramatic irony for a thing about zombies. May whoever take this emblem find peace in death. I can't carry any more items. Wonderful. Okay. What am I gonna drop? So let's just use that. Get rid of that. Take the key. I don't think I have an armor-shaped emblem. Yeah, that's not armor, that's a shield-shaped emblem. Well, fuck. I'm gonna die. There we go. So maybe not take that yet. Okay, I like that one. I like that rhyme. I also like that trophy. Just get used to it. I can see I'm gonna die a lot in this game. Which is gonna be annoying though if I have to load up every single time I die. Okay, so we're back in the dining room. Indentation where the emblem used to be. This is a while back then. Just before I even... before I even push that statue off. Yeah. My favourite game, probably either Fallout 3 or, sad as it sounds, possibly Kingdom Hearts, the first one. Just because... Oh, fuck off. Just because of, like, the best, good memories I've got with it. I don't even have any ammo. That's a bit worrying. I can't remember where I got the handgun ammo from either. Let's carry on nonetheless. Hopefully I can make a bit more sense of it this time round. Take a green herb. So I want to take that this time round. Oh, at least I've got the arrowhead and some spare ammo this time round. I'm fairly sure if this is the place where I was at last, I don't want to be really progressing any further. Oh no, this one's fine. So if it was the area that I was last in that came up, then I'd probably want to avoid that until I find the shield emblem. Armor emblem, should I say. So what I quite like about this compared to a lot more modern games is it literally gives you no hints at all. It just says, you know, there's a door with an armor emblem in it. That's basically all you get in terms of hints with this. To be fair, suits me fine. It means that you've got to slowly get better at the game. Whereas with common games nowadays, it's normally just, with the exception of stuff like Dark Souls, it's just pretty much hand holding throughout most of it. I wonder if can I I cocked that up the first time round, didn't I? Could actually get back here. I've heard that one a couple of times actually. Okay. Why aren't you shooting it? Why aren't you letting me shoot it? I don't know if I find that hilarious or worrying then, dude, if that's true. I think it's a little bit of both. I think my personal favourite is roses are red, violets are red. Dear God, everything's on fire. Pictures of ours. Yeah, we'll take the blue gemstone. There's probably no use for it at the moment, but might be a use for it later on. I'm just assuming that at some point or another I'll run into the door that says that I need to have an arrowhead to progress. I think it's that one though. Could be this. Could be through this way. Okay, that's actually quite a good one. Okay, I think this might be the room where I was in last, where I got killed, so I'm not going to take the mansion key. I see, that pushes you out. Oh, there's a route that way. Might end up dying again, but it's worth a shot at the very least. Oh. It was a trap, yeah, but I've just kind of realised that I may have... bollocks. I don't have enough space in my inventory anyway. But I've just realised that if I'd have gone through this way, I'd have been saved at the very least at that point. I don't think you can discard stuff in your inventory, which seems weird. No, I don't think you can discard, which is a pain in the ass because if you've already got a lot of stuff that you don't need, like I don't even have any herbs at this point in time. I've just got a dagger, a gun, some rounds, and one or two things that might be helpful later on but aren't currently that helpful, whereas that mansion key could have been very helpful. This is where I got the arrowhead from, so I'd have assumed that's the one that I unlocked. Oof. Got wandering around the same few small map areas for the past 40 minutes. Not quite the tense, terrifying experience I was expecting. And again, that's probably more my fault for not being too grand at this game. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I've been doing this for about 17 hours almost straight now, so my mind's not quite as sharp as it should be. I'm sure I've been through this way as well. This is that place that was locked from the other side. That's where I've just been. You can't carry any more items. Brilliant. I really hope there's a way to boost up your inventory space, so you have more than just, you know, cheers, mate. So do I. I have no doubt I'll get there in the end, but at the moment... Oh. I thought I'd made progress there. Cheers, mate. Cheers for dropping by. Where the bloody hell am I meant to go? Oh, it's gonna get to 10 AM and I'm going to be still here, running around, wondering where the bloody hell I'm meant to go. Cheers, mate, I appreciate it. I really do. Oh shit, there's the dogs. That happened earlier. Yes please. Him would be nice. Also, I didn't think that you ran into dogs this early on. You little shit. God damn. But yes, him would be nice, Sideshow Shogun. Examine the arrow. Ah, damn it. I'm guessing you can break the arrowhead off. Unfortunately, this means having to restart quite early on again. Although I didn't really get far at all, but this game is a lot tougher than I remember it being when I was a kid. Well, that said, at the beginning of the stream, like I said, I only really went on it 10-15 minutes as a kid. Let's see if I can remember the route I went. Because I'm fairly sure now I don't have the arrowhead yet. What the hell? Just something. There we go. No, it wasn't that way. The other way. I'm hoping the further I go in, the more powerful the guns get, because this pistol is underpowered as fuck. Oh, Chris is just a terrible shot, one of the two. Well, I'm just a terrible shot, I'm not sure if you can actually manually aim in this or not. So it wasn't this way, it was that way I think to get the arrowhead. Ah, okay. Four shots just to take one down. That's just bad. Let's have a look. It can be removed. Hurrah! Yo dude, nice to see you again. I'll sort of use it. I need more ammo than all else. You doing alright, dude? Ah, fair enough. Decent dinner? Also, thank you to Sideshow Shogun 29 for that hint. I don't think I'd have got it otherwise, to be quite honest. I think saying that it's been a long day so far has been a bit of an understatement. We're on 7 hours left, so that's 17 hours of gaming, so I'm definitely starting to feel it a bit now. Oh sweet, I didn't even realise it had gone up, to be fair. I know that one or two people have, after they've said they have, but I didn't know it's gone up by that much, to be honest. Let's put the arrowhead in once it stops doing that. Wonder if it gives me a better gun. I hope it gives me a better gun. Okay, that's going to be a future puzzle, no doubt. The book is fitted perfectly in the indentation. Will you take the Book of Curses? I mean, it's called the Book of Curses. I pretty much have to. Ah, no, I can't. Let's check it. Title, Book of Curses. Is that it? Seriously? I'm gonna be goddamn. To be fair, Resident Evil 7 is definitely one that I'm looking forward to getting at some point. But like I said earlier on in one of the previous ones, I'm actually tempted to leave that until I get a PSVR, and then just play it fully in PSVR, because I reckon that'll be absolutely terrifying but brilliant. Right, so now I think I'm gonna. No, I can't. Blocked. Yes. I think now a good idea would be to try and get that mansion key that initially killed me before I realised. Well, the trap before it initially killed me before I realised that you could actually escape the trap. No, that is true, but I'll be saving up eventually for one. Sideshow Shogun 29, thank you. I'm going to start doing that. I'm assuming that includes the Book of Curses. Brilliant. I really need to start paying more attention. I really do. A mask that speaks no evil, a mask that smells no evil, a mask that sees no evil, a mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all four fall into place, evil will awaken. See you in a bit, dude. Oh, why am I trying to combine it? So it's the doors that are saying that you want shields and swords and stuff like that. It's not literally an emblem of a sword. It's the key with the sword and stuff on it. That makes a lot of sense. So now at the moment I can't shield key, but it's possible that this is a sword key. It's locked. An emblem. Oh no, that'll be the helmet one then. That's fair enough. I know that there's definitely a sword door around somewhere, because I've read that description about 4 or 5 times. If there's what else I've missed then. Apparently nothing on that as of yet, which is a bit of a shame, but... Oh, there's something down there. That window's now open. Oh shit, this game doesn't like to make things easy for you. I'm still fine though, apparently. I think that's a shield one. Well, armor. Ah, there we go. See what's through here. Right, we've just elapsed an hour on this and it's now 3:20. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break just to stretch my legs, have a breath of fresh air basically, rest my eyes for a couple of minutes. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, and then when I come back there is 6.5 hours left to go. Hopefully by that point in time I've actually made a bit more progress with Resident Evil. I'll see you in 5, guys. Hello, and we're back with Resident Evil 7 as part of my 24-hour live stream event. We're currently... Oh, you can tell I'm tired because I can't even work this out. .5 hours in. Still got 6.5 hours left. Hi Cadus Dax, we're currently quite early on in the game. In fact, very, very early on in the game. I've been playing it for around about an hour now, but as I'm getting more and more brilliant. As I'm getting more and more tired, I'm struggling to even do simple things, such as examine items, which should be a obvious thing, and I'm just going to run from this, I think. I mean, yeah, it's going, hey, fuck you. That was good at least. I plan on playing until 10 AM at the very least, so that's another 6.5 hours. It depends how I do during those 6.5 hours. It depends how tired I get, to be quite honest. At the moment, physically, I don't feel very tired. You know, none of the drooping eyes crap that you normally get. But mentally I feel really quite tired. So really it just fully depends on how I feel around about 10 AM. If I've perked up a little bit, then I'll probably continue playing for a bit longer. I have a feeling that even though you don't get many, you barely get any ribbons, I do feel like I should probably save at this point in time. But yeah, basically it depends how well I do on this. If I get into the swing of it and really start doing half decent, then I'll probably continue on as long as possible, to be quite honest. But the plan is until at the very least another 6.5 hours. I'm now starting to realise that it might have been a bit of a mistake to go on a game like the first Resident Evil, where there's a lot of backtracking, keeping stuff in your head, remembering where stuff is. Might have been a bit of a mistake to do this as my last stream. Might have been better to do it as maybe the first or second stream. Probably should have done Outlast maybe for the last stream, because that's mainly just reactions and running and hiding. Oh, that doesn't sound good. And that's good to hear. Yeah, at the moment I'm out of ribbons, but considering that it's taking me around about 45 minutes just to get a couple of items, I feel it's probably a good move to it's a good move to save at this point. To be honest, I have no clue what to expect from this going on. As I've mentioned a couple of times previously. Yeah, as I've mentioned a couple of times previously, I did go on this as a kid, about 5 or 6 years old, and I was only on it for about 10 or 15 minutes before I got a bit too frightened to actually go on it properly. So out of all the games that I've been on today, this is the one I'm flying blind in most. Oh, that's not good. And that was lucky. probably an item in there, but since I've only got 14 bullets. Have you not completed this either? It's been one of those games that I've always meant to complete but never got round to. Well, meant to play but never got round to, should I say. But I am looking forward to this the more I go into it. Alright, no, that's fair enough. I think it's definitely one of those games that when you're a kid, it just seems absolutely terrifying. Luckily, I've just got a couple more ribbons, which is good. I can save a couple more times. But yeah, stuff like this, the original Silent Hill, that used to freak me out as a child. And like even, I think it was still by Capcom actually, it would explain the fixed cameras, but even a game like Onimusha used to scare me a lot as a kid. I'm annoyed that I couldn't move backwards then. And it's still alive. I'm really not liking the fact that his gun takes 4 or 5 shots to kill a zombie. And I can't even carry any more items. I know there's item boxes around somewhere, but I have no clue where they are, so that's a bit bad. Come through this way, but... have I? Ah no. This is a new door. I'm not sure if I like the entire door loading screens or not. I would have hoped that for a remaster they'd have ah shit. Yeah, I would have hoped for a remaster they would have shortened it down a little bit, but it does add to the tension a little. Fucking hell. Oh, this definitely isn't good. At least I can escape through this door. To be honest, so did I. It's just been that long. I've just not had time to actually go into it. I know that you can combine items as well, but especially herbs, but obviously at the moment. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like I say, it was something I meant to get around to, but I just never seemed to find the time. And then with this 24-hour stream, the idea behind the 24-hour stream was to was basically just to stick to horror games, because I thought, you know, more tired I get, the more frightened my reactions will be. But at the moment, it's less getting frightened, more just getting more annoyed with myself for not being as good as I really should be on a game like this. Okay, there's a zombie nearby, but move him down. I can go through this. There we go. Getting a little worried now that I've only got a couple of bullets left. I think I've got about 4 bullets left at last count, maybe even less now. 2 bullets left, that's even better. Brilliant. I don't see the need to grab a wooden man at the moment, not when I need ammo. I've just ended up back in the main room. Well, I learned the last time round before I died the hard way not to open the front door because that just lets in dogs. I'm not even sure why I tried to exit through the front door, to be quite honest. I mean, like, thinking about it, it's a bit obvious that right at the beginning of the game you're not going to be able to just turn around and walk out, but I wasn't expecting dogs to come out. Positive I've been through this way quite a few times. Yeah, six items. Not that great. Then again, is Jill's any better? Does she have more like space in the inventory, or? Oh, this is the part with the crows. I just run through. He says. I don't have enough bullets to even try and mess with those. For the majority of this, for the next 20 or so minutes probably, I'm just going to be running around, I think. Just like trying to avoid any and all conflict. So I picked up the arrowhead from there. Oh, that does suck. An extra 2 spaces of inventory would have been very helpful, I reckon. But hey, I like a challenge. No point in taking one of those herbs because I'm wanting to get the key from this next place. Hopefully the next place will lead to an item box or something like that. So, okay. I still think that one of the main problems with fixed cameras is the fact that ah shit, no, I was right. It does block you off. Fuck. I've noticed that. There we go. Well, I was hoping that that wouldn't move forward and that I could just go through this way. But that's obviously not the case, especially seeing as it's not even the same kind of key. But I know that now at least, so I know not to fuck with that until I find another thing. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I think that's my internet connection. In each of the streams I've had, I've been told that the lag's pretty bad. Between commenting and it coming up. Unfortunately, I'm assuming that you're probably from America, so I doubt that you know the broadband provider I'm on about, but I'm with one called Kircom in England, and they're just absolutely abysmal. And to be quite honest, I'm amazed that my streams last as long as they do when I'm using Kircom. Well, thanks for the warning anyway, mate. It is much appreciated. I do feel like the majority of my time has just been... See, I could have done with that. I could have done with that key if only it hadn't have tried to crush me and kill me. But I get a feeling that the next maybe half an hour or so is still just going to be me finding my bearings until I get actually into it properly. I did the first time round as well, but I'm starting to show my tiredness a little bit now. I saw that it was like a locked door with an armor or a helmet or something like that at the other side, and I thought that it'd be possible to basically grab. I have a feeling that'll be useful against the dogs, but not yet. I thought it'd be easy to find to grab the key and then go through the door, but obviously I was wrong. And I'm hoping that I do. If I don't, then I'm obviously doing something wrong in this game. Oh, okay. I'm finding it's very easy to get lost in this house, but I'm sure there's... Yeah, there's a map. Luckily, it does tell you where... It does tell you which items you've got. Or which ones are 100%, should I say. Not really a big help at the moment, but hopefully soon the map will help a bit more. That's literally just where I've been. I'm hoping the more I play this over the next I've got at least 6 and a bit hours left, so I'm hoping over the next couple of hours I can properly find my bearings with it. When I first started, within the first like 20 minutes, I was just going around in circles through the main hall and all the ground floor rooms that I could get into. And like, even now, I can't fully remember which rooms I've been in and which I haven't. So you'll probably see me going through the same rooms quite often. The only thing I definitely remember is going through there, and using the arrowhead. That's pretty much the only place I definitely know about. I'm sure I've been through it, and I'm sure there was no way through it on this area either. Unless that's changed since I picked up the sword key, but no. There's obviously that up there, which... If I can push that... And again, there is a zombie back there as well, so that might work against me in a second, considering I've got 2 bullets left. Yeah, why not? I'll take the map. I'm currently there. I'm guessing the blank ones with nothing in are the ones that I've not even been in yet. Although I thought I'd been through this door, so maybe not. Maybe it just means there's no items there. No. Didn't even realise I could shove these. Oh, that is... that is much needed, is that? From what I can gather, I'm guessing the clear rooms are ones that you've not been in yet. Again, I might be wrong on that, but... apparently I haven't got everything from this room yet, but I'm not really sure what else. Unless I can push that one as well. There's something on the floor there. Is that a dagger? It is. I'll take that as a defensive item. I say, using the map does make it a fair bit easy. It's still quite easy to get lost, and considering it doesn't tell you on the map what kind of keys you need for the doors, it is quite easy to get lost again, but... see that room there? I'm fairly sure that was the one with the bath in it. It is. I'm not sure what I need this key for yet. It'll probably turn out important later on, but... for now I can probably just leave it. I don't really have any choice at the moment until I find an item box or use one of my items. Okay, so I've got everything from that room. Yeah, honestly, I think the hardest part about this is probably the inventory management. Well, I'm guessing red doors also mean locked doors as well. Yeah, there we go. But well, that was very lucky. I don't think I've been down this route yet. I'm right, but that was extremely lucky that I managed to kill that guy with a headshot, no less. And after I'd been complaining about the handgun being really underpowered. And I like the fact that I can hear dogs. Ah, fuck off! No. The Defiler of the Cursed Cough. Ah, fuck. Fuck. King dogs. So I don't need to be out this way yet. And I just wasted my dagger. Because of a goddamn dog. Okay, so I don't really need to be around this area at all then. because I will be able to open this. Can't open that because of the Spencer crest. And inventory management really is a pain in the ass. Even if I only had 10 slots, that would be a lot better. A hell of a lot better than this currently is. There's also apparently... I was going to say a hidden room, but it's not, it's just that one. Okay, so at the very least we know that the entire right-hand section of the map so far isn't really worth go. Fuck! No, I've not got the shotgun yet. I'm not sure where to get it from. Get off, dog. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking dogs. No, 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 don't kill me. Don't kill me. It's gonna kill me. No, it's not. Well, I finally got to the part with the dogs, and I understand why it's such a famous part. That's fucking awful. I wasted almost all of my bullets. Fuck those dogs. Honestly, fuck them. I've not found the shotgun as of yet, especially if it's one of the rooms that we've already been into, which is a bit crap. To be quite honest, I'm not 100% sure on whether or not the items and stuff change depending on the people that you're playing as. I'm assuming they probably do, which is both good and bad, because obviously it means if someone's played a different run through, they can't tell you exactly where the items are, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were different. But yeah, I'll admit that part with the dogs jumping through the window, a little bit scary. Apparently, I've not got everything that there is to get in this room, well, down this corridor either. I think that's an armor one, yeah. And that goes back downstairs. I think that means elevator. I think there's 2 zombies in here, so I might have to turn tail very quickly. I do want the jewel, but at the same time, I really don't have space in my inventory for it. Although I did just see something else very important. As well as the dagger. This is the problem with fixed camera angles, you don't know where they are. Which I suppose adds to the tension and the horror and stuff, but still. But yeah, I know the jewel's in there. I don't really know the use for it yet. And quite honestly, I'm keeping at least one slot open for ammo or herbs or something extremely important when it comes along. Maybe a shotgun. But yeah, this is the pain with inventory management. Before you find an item box or anything like that, you're kind of screwed if you want something, but you're not sure how useful it'll be. Apparently there's still stuff in here as well, but I don't really feel up to oh, there we go. Yeah, that's everything. Because I don't want to take on those crows again. I tried last time round and it didn't work out too well. They didn't kill me, but, you know, didn't work out too great. Yeah, go on then, please, dude. I've been wandering around for quite a while. I would say I've been examining stuff a lot more, but I've not really picked up anything that's really noteworthy. I think most of my stuff is... Yeah, I've got the key still. I can't get rid of that emblem. I wish I hadn't have picked it up now. And obviously a save ruin. Look, I've already cleared that room. If I go back, apparently. Is that the room I think I know that room. Look for a dog whistle, check every room you can. Oh fuck, I found that recently. What does it do exactly? I found that in a room, but I left it because I was like, ah, no, it's not that important. Also, I don't suppose there's any way to discard any items that you've currently got in your inventory, is there? Because my inventory is currently full. Which makes the dog whistle a bit difficult to get. But I think I remember where that was. I'm sure that was on the second floor. In fact, I'm positive that was on the second floor somewhere. Ah, damn, well that sucks. I may have just bugged myself over. But yeah, I'll remember the room as soon as I see it. Item box located on east side, first floor. East. Ah, thank you. Well, at the moment it's 4 AM in England, so I'm definitely starting to feel it a little bit now. There's an item box around here somewhere. And this is, yeah, northeast. First floor. take the dagger, but not what I was looking for in that one. Ah, God damn it again. I'm sure I've already had this cutscene triggered. Annoyed that I've just got the dagger and it's... fuck you. Oh, bloody hell, that is quite early. And I'm just going around in a goddamn circle with this camera angle. Yeah, that is a little bit too early to be yawning, dude, at 10 AM. That said, I have no doubt that when it hits 10 AM here, I'm just going to be yawning like hell. No, that's fair enough then. That's fair enough. Now where is this gosh darn item box? Damn, I saw an emblem. I thought it was worth a try. See, that's the bathroom, so it's not going to be in there. Could be in here. Honestly, I think I'm only playing it on normal. I thought to myself, I don't want to walk in the park type of things. I won't go on the easy one, and I don't want to be shooting myself in the foot. So I won't go on the extremely, like on the hard one. But oh, I found the shotgun at least. Can't carry it, but I found it. Well, when I eventually find it, when I eventually find the item box, I'll be... I'm not sure where else it could be though. Just check time. But yeah, at least now I know where the shotgun is. That'll come in handy later on. No worries. In a room just below some stairs. I said no worries, dude, and okay, I think I might know where that is. I think it might be this one. Oh, cool, headshot. There we go. I think I found it. I think that was my bad for being a pussy the first time round and just running off. Ah, wonderful, thank you for that. It really is appreciated. I don't think I'd have found this without your help. No, I'll keep the handgun for now, actually. Definitely put that in. Put that back in there. Keep the ink ribbons. And move that into there. So I've got 2 spaces now. Yeah, why not? I'll store it, but I'll take it. Special instructions for disposal of dead bodies. We have new information regarding those beings. They appear to be dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life. However, there are ways to prevent them from becoming active again. Incineration or destruction of the head. All has been placed on the first floor of the mansion. Take as much as you need. You will need something to light it with, which you'll find by yourself. Take the old key and I'll put it into there. That's brilliant. I was going to say, I'm going to take the fuel canister just... Oh, there's tons of space in the iron boxes. Hopefully they share between each item box as well. And, I had heard that they did. I don't think they did in the original though, but I think it's something they've done for the... I think this is something that they did with the GameCube remake. Which, you know, it's just make it a little bit more difficult. On the plus side, I've got his lighter. I can only take out 2. Okay. I've still got space to go back for that shotgun. Grab the shotgun, put the handgun back in. Can actually heal now, actually. There we go. Why is it not equipped the weapon? Do I have to equip it? There we go. Right, whereabouts was it? Not too far away, at least. That's slightly worrying. If that falls off, I'm kind of fucked. That'll break off. Ah, good. Right, so then I can get the shotgun, and then I can go find that dog whistle. Although the shotgun's probably only going to have 2 shells with it. But at least then I'll have the shotgun, which... better than handgun. I can always go back to the shotgun if I get more shells for it. 6. That's actually better than the handgun. I can probably take out 6 zombies with it at close range, or a dog or 2. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I can go through that way at least. Just exit here and wait a while. Oh. Ah, it's a goddamn weight puzzle, isn't it? So I'm guessing before I can actually have the shotgun, I need to find something just as heavy as the shotgun before I can actually use said shotgun. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just go find the dog whistle instead. Because I'm half certain I remember where it is. I do need to go upstairs. Yeah, no worries, dude. Was it through? No. Go back this way. It was in here. I'm sure that the dog whistle was in here somewhere. The one where the ceiling came down. Nothing, I don't think. However, I found the dog whistle at least. A crumpled memo. Dear Sir, Spencer told me to hide something where no one could find it. I had this idea, I figured if I could somehow protect it, like, no one would be able to get near it. It didn't look like there was anything in that room, to be fair. That room is well of jail, just a shotgun. I was gonna say, I think it's the room where Chris gets the shotgun as well, but I think he probably has to do a weight challenge, you know, like replace it with something of equal weight type of thing. Which is great. If I've accidentally chosen the more difficult campaign to go through, I'm gonna be a little bit pissed. Okay. Oh. I can't get in through that because it's locked with armor. any further through there. It's going to be on the other side of the mansion. I'm going to have to shoot some dogs. Oh. So if I go all the way back round, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go all the way back round. Oh. Oh. I think I am anyway, one sec. Crumpled memo. On the second floor on the west side. Yes, I was right. Right, with that, seeing as we've had another hour of gameplay, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to take a 10-minute one this time, just so that I can grab something to eat. About 10 hours since I ate last, so I'm going to have a quick snack, so I'll be back in about 10 minutes. And I'll see you guys then. Hopefully when I come back we'll be able to make a bit more progress on the dog whistle. We'll be able to get onto the second floor balcony on the west side, west wing, and take a dog down. Sounds a lot worse than it probably is. Oh, yeah, sounds a lot worse than it probably is. We're back in about 10, guys. Apologies if that took a little longer than 10 minutes. I had to basically wait for my food to actually heat up, which is always fun. Hello, welcome back. We're back with Resident Evil. I've got just under 5.5 hours left of my 24-hour stream. We're making slow but steady progress in this game now. Very slow and kind of steady progress, at least. I'm looking outside and I can see that the sky's starting to get a little bit brighter. It's a little bit depressing, to be quite honest. Maybe I should shut the curtains, but I reckon if I did, I probably would have dropped off by now. Let's see how I get onto the second floor. I'm going to save before I do this because I'm fairly sure there's quite a high chance that I'll die, like, fighting the dog. Well, there's no guarantees that I'll have to fight said dog, but, you know, dog whistle, zombies everywhere. I'm going to assume the dog's turned into a zombie. I'll go back and pick up the gem at a later point, I think, put that in the item storage, but for now I'm determined to get this part done. If you notice me shivering a bit or my voice shaky a little bit, I've basically had to make sure that the room's very cold, because at this point in time I'm genuinely starting to feel a little bit physically. Mentally I'm still absolutely shattered, but physically it's starting to catch up to me a little bit. I've been awake for almost 24 hours now after waking up at about 7:30 on Saturday. Wasn't my intention. I was aiming to wake up around about 8:30, 9 o'clock, so I'd minimised the amount of time I was awake for, but fortunately that didn't quite work out. Okay, so it's not that way. What's my health like? My health's good. Going into the wrong thing there. I'm going the wrong way. Apparently I want to be going this way. Turning right. Up there. And that way. I'm not liking the look of this because it... Yeah, I thought as much. Unless it is the other way. Okay, but I'm going the wrong way somehow. So instead of going into that door, which I can't, I should go there and immediately go there. No, but that leads down. If I go across that way... No, I can't. Brilliant. I don't think I can do the veranda bit. Is there veranda? Whichever this part. On the second floor balcony. So yeah, I want to head down this way. Then head into here. Oh, okay, this seems like the right place. What? Oh, it's gonna be there, isn't it? Apparently not. A crumpled memo set I'm on the second floor balcony on the west side. Maybe it's here. That's annoying. I'm on the second floor balcony to the west, and it's still not letting me do it. I suppose it's there, but that's I'm running out of ideas of where it can be. Oh. Genuinely not sure. It's also kind of depressing that birds are starting to sing outside. I would have thought I just opened that, but... Okay, let's discard the key, I guess. Have I been down here? Ah, shit. Okay, well that wasn't the door to the far left anyway. Let's head back. Oh no, it was there. How many bullets do I have? 12. It's a bit worrying, but... going around in circles. And that guy's still alive, great. Well, at the very least, I found another save room. Do I have a save ribbon? Yeah. I thought I'd gone into the door on the far left, but obviously not. Oh, that was lucky. So I thought that was... Oh, I don't know. Depends how you define left. see, that's the door to the far left, but... Almost because it uses an old mechanism, it's an old key. There we go. Fucking hell. Ugh. I thought I'd shot at the fucker then, but obviously not. Ah, shit, there's two of them. Well, fuck. Well, I know where to go now at the very least. That's some kind of progress. It's also getting light very quickly outside, which is very depressing. But there's 5 hours and 7 minutes left. I think, is that right? Yeah, 5 hours and 7 minutes left. At this rate, I might get 10% of the way through the game. It was definitely not my brightest move doing this game last. Should hopefully be enough. Oh, apologies about the yawning. No, there's not. Well, there might be stuff down there, but... Okay. Let's give this another shot. I think I might need the shotgun for this. What? How did that kill me? That one was a bit more annoying, admittedly. To be fair, I thought I was button mashing, but I'll have to try a bit faster next time round. Okay, let's give this another shot before seeing if I can get the shotgun beforehand. Down, down. Fucking down, you little shit. Hurrah! At fucking last. Okay. Oh, sweet. So now I can go back to that room initially. I can go back to that... Yeah, screw it, discard the dog whistle. I can go back to that room with the trap in it now. Okay, so I want to head up this way then. Five rounds. I probably should have got more ammo from the storage box, but I'm just going to continue. I thought the fuck had been dead. And use that. Hurrah! Now finally have the armor key. Taken a good while, but we've finally got the armor key. How about that shotgun? I think that's the next thing to get. So I don't have to worry about shit like the one that's in the room that's coming up. No, it's not there anymore. Ah, shit! What the fuck? The fuck is that? That's different. And fast. That was different and fast. gonna go downstairs. Go back to that save room. Maybe save. Also heal. What the hell? What the hell? No, not that. That. What the actual hell? Yeah, that one that. Right, where to next? If I had an old key, I could have got through there. Yeah, I'll take a frost grenade. I have no clue where I'm meant to be going now, though. Ah, yay. Okay. Ah, shit, that's why it wasn't. Fucking idiot. Die. I have 4 bullets left. Great. Seriously, all that for an old key. Blade Poker Night with Scott and Elias from security and Steve from research. Steve was the big winner, but I think he was cheating, scumbag. One of the higher ups decided me to take care of the new creature. Looks like a skinned gorilla. Feeding instruction were to give it live animals. When I threw in a pig, the creature seemed to play with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before I actually started eating. Around about 5 AM, Scott woke me up, scared the shit out of me too. He was wearing a protective suit. He handed me another one and told me to put it on. Said there'd been an accident in the basement lab. I just knew something like this would happen. Those bastards in research never sleep, even on holiday. I've been wearing the damn spacesuit since yesterday. My skin's getting grimy and feels itchy all over. The goddamn dogs have been looking at me funny, so I decided not to feed them today. Screw them. Went to the infirmary because my back is all swollen and itchy. They put a big bandage on it and told me I don't need to wear the suit anymore. All I want to do is sleep. You know, found another big blister on my foot this morning. I ended up dragging my foot all the way to the dog's pen. They were quiet all day, which is weird. And I realised some of them had escaped. Maybe this is their way of getting back at me for not feeding them for the last 3 days. If anyone finds out, I'll have my head handed to me. Rumours going around that a researcher who tried to escape this estate last night was shot. My entire body feels hot and itchy, and I'm sweating all the time now. I scratched the swelling on my arm, and a piece of rotten flesh just dropped off. What the hell's happening to me? Fever gone but itchy. Today hungry and eat doggy food. Itchy, itchy, Scott came ugly face who killed him tasty. Itchy, tasty. Well. Shit. Oh, we know what happened there then. I can see me getting killed off again very soon. I do quite like this game, yeah. It's yeah, it's decent. It's a lot more difficult than I expected it to be, but at the same time, I'm just absolutely shattered at the moment. So maybe if I was more awake, I'd probably enjoy this game more and actually... I am enjoying it quite a lot, but I'd probably get more into it. I quite like third person when it's done well, and this is a game that does it well. Is that? Yeah, there is one there, so that's probably going to burst through at some point. Still going the wrong way though. Like I say, I reckon if I was more awake, more talkative again, that kind of stuff, I'd probably be enjoying this a lot more. I've not actually played that yet. I keep intending to, but I've never got around to it. Oh, a tiger head. Hey, tiger. A tiger glowing with blue and yellow light. So I need to find a blue and yellow gem. There's the blue one in the dining hall downstairs, and I'm not sure where the yellow one is. But no, to be fair, I do like oh, hello. I do like zombie games a lot. Someone might... What the fuck is that? Oh, no. I think that's a boss. The lid on this water pump is open. Pump the water, yeah. Green. To be fair, where I am, it's 5 AM, so I'm not really expecting people to be chatting. I'm gonna take a herb. Try not to attack me. Yeah, that's just wasting my ammo. I'm gonna go back in this way. I don't think this room is a good room for me to be in at the moment. Stop banging at the window, you tosser. But yeah, to be fair, the chat has helped me out a lot during this stream so far. I've been given a lot of good tips, been given a lot of good directions on where to go. There's been a lot of times where I've been pretty much lost, and I've needed a lot of people's help. I'd like to blame that on just the tiredness, but I think I'd probably be the same regardless. Oh, it's a new area. I must shut the mirror then. You know, yeah, alright, I'll take the ink ribbon. I'm still missing stuff. But what could I be missing? Oh, whatever the hell that is. Oh. Is there anything I can drop? No. Great. Oh. Oh. Yeah, he's a favorite superhero. DC, probably Nightwing. Marvel, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I've always had a soft spot for Spider-Man, but that's just because I loved Spider-Man when I was a kid, and I no doubtedly do, but I can continue going for another couple of hours at least. I'm just mentally a bit tired. Physically I'm still fairly okay. I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would physically. Just mentally my reactions are a bit crappy at the moment. Okay, if I turn around, no, I'll go the full length so I can get the fuel again. Okay. Yeah, Nightwing's always been one of my favourites since I was a little kid, to be honest. I don't know, a lot of people prefer Batman to, you know, like in terms of the Bat family as such. I don't think I know anyone who prefers Tim Drake in terms of, you know, like Robins or like that, or Jason Todd for that matter. Even Stephanie Brown, I think it is. Everyone prefers Dick Grayson compared to all the other Robins, but for me, in terms of just entire superheroes, I think he's probably the best one there is. If not just for the fact that in one of the events, I think it's Infinite Crisis, possibly. I might be wrong, but I think it's Infinite Crisis where Superman essentially tells Batman that, you know, like an alternate version of Superman tells Batman that his version of the universe, everyone's a bit better than Batman's current one, and essentially Batman then just asks, what about, you know, Dick Grayson? Is he worse in Superman's? Pretty much, yeah. He's the Bloodhaven hero, and it was just the line of, you know, like, you know, Dick's good in his universe as well. He's the constant goodness in the worlds, and I just thought that sums up her character brilliantly. And to be fair, it did sum up Dick Grayson brilliantly as well. And also, if you've not read it yet, his I know he's had his solo comic Nightwing out for you know, quite a while, and it's just been relaunched, and there's a zombie back there. You can't get through there, but it's a crimson-headed one. That's terrifying. even though he's had the Nightwing one out for a while, I really liked the Grayson comic, where it's basically almost like a spy espionage type of thing, but it was really well done. I absolutely adored that comic, and I think if he already wasn't my favourite at that point, after reading Grayson, he definitely became my favourite. Yeah, screw it, we'll have a look in there, and then we'll go back. That's loud and worrying. Nope. Not in the mood for the dogs. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Not dealing with that shit either. It's too late / early in the day for me to do that. Far too late / early in the day for me to be dealing with that shit. I left some bullets in the room on the right. I'll go ahead and look for a way out. Wesker. Oh, nice. Right, no worries, dude. And yeah, to be fair, Hulk is quite cool. I might see you again if I'm still streaming in a while. I've still got a couple of hours left. Oh. Where's he opening that? Yes, I'll take the magazine. Happily take the magazine. Now I'm going to put the survival knife away. I'm really not liking those. See, I saw that he'd gone red, but I was going to try and burn him, but I left it too late, and now everything's going crimson headed, whatever the fuck they are. This is where I got the dog whistle from. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Right, I'm going to take another 5-minute break because I can feel myself starting to nod off a little bit. So I'm going to go splash some cold water on my face, go outside where it's nice and cold for a couple of minutes, hopefully wake myself up a little bit. There's only 4 hours and 40 minutes left. I'm sure I can do that. And if not, I want to at least get to 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning in England, so that's another 40 minutes or so. So in order to do that, I'm going to have a quick 5-minute rest. Not sleep rest, just go outside for a second. Alright, so I'll see you guys in about 5 or so minutes. Sorry, 1 second. Just need to sort something out. Hello, I'm back again, continuing on with Resident Evil. We're currently 19 and a half hours in on the 24-hour live stream. Gonna admit, starting to feel it quite a lot now. Physically, I'm still pretty much alright. I'm starting to just feel a bit more tired than I did before. Eyelids are starting to get a little bit heavier now, but not massively. But mentally, I'm pretty much gone. I can't react properly at the moment. I can't even focus properly. The fact that this game is getting harder and harder in every second is not making things easier either. The fact that there's a fucking red-headed twat after me, and all I can do is hide in a safe room. I think that speaks fucking volumes. To be quite honest, this is the first time that I'm actually starting to think that I might not actually get through this stream. Not so much because of how tired I'm getting, but just for the fact of I need to be able to concentrate properly to actually get through this. And yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, it's because I need to concentrate properly to actually play this game properly and actually get further on in the story mode. I don't even think there is another mode in this one. And whilst I am how I am, absolutely shattered, I'm not sure if I'm going to actually get much further in this. But we'll keep on trying a bit longer, see how it goes. Hopefully that red-headed fuck isn't there. No, he's running down the stairs after me. Ah, shit. Okay. I'm gonna burn that one, I think, just to be safe. Ah, fuck. There we go, he's dead. And I even earned a trophy for it. A goddamn bronze. I'm gonna go pick up another first aid spray. Yes, I'll happily take that. For the first time in the stream as well, I'm starting to get a slight headache, which is surprising coming up to 20 hours in. I genuinely would have thought it'd have been a lot earlier than this. I'm actually quite pleased with the fact that it's only just starting to give me a bit of a headache. Don't get me wrong, I'd prefer no headaches at all throughout the entire stream, but a very slight headache, 20 hours in almost. I can't complain too much on that. No, I won't take it. Actually, no, there might be something more important. Like this locker box. No, it's a first aid box. I've got a first aid spray, I don't need that. and I don't need the ink ribbon. I've got tons of ink ribbons at the moment. I mean, like, it's gonna bite me in the ass later on, but at the moment, that doesn't really matter. Is there any one exit from this room? There is. Oh. Okay, so I do need to go back and get the old key anyway. Fair enough. At least I'm using it immediately. There's a lot of bubbling and dead bugs. I mean, no, but I'll need it later, I have no doubt. There's a letter. My dearest Alma, let me first apologise for not being able to call you. Man wearing sunglasses didn't permit any phone calls. Sorry, Alma. Sounds like Wesker. I sit here trying to think of where to begin. Of how to explain in a few simple words what offered in my life since we last spoke, and I already fail. I hope this letter finds you well, and that you'll forgive the tangents of my pen. This isn't easy for me. Even as I write, I can feel the simplest of concepts slipping away. I know that feeling. Lost to feelings of despair and confusion. Yeah. But I have to tell you what's in my heart before I can rest, Alma. Please believe that what I'm telling you is the truth. The entire story would take hours for me to tell you. Time is short, so accept these as facts. Last month there was an accident in the lab and the virus we were studying leaked. All my colleagues who were infected are dead or dying, and the nature of the disease is such that those who are still living have lost their senses. This virus robs its victims of their humanity, forcing them in their sickness to seek out and destroy life. Even as I write these words, I can hear them pressing against my door like mindless, hungry animals. Alma, I have tried to survive only to see you again, but my efforts only delayed the inevitable. I'm infected, and there is no cure for what will follow, except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them, my love for you. In an hour I'll have entered my eternal sleep, where there is peace. Please understand. Please know that I am sorry. I am very suspicious that this guy isn't dead. I mean, that'll also be useful, but not immediately. As will that. Yeah, well, it's... Oh. More puzzles. Oh. Oh. Let's continue down this way. At this point as well, most of my body's starting to ache, my back especially. I've tried sitting in the chair with a bit more back support than just on my bed. God knows how I would have done it if I'd have tried to go on my bed and just use my bed. I don't even think I'd have made it 4 or 5 hours. But no, my back's starting to hurt. My neck is definitely starting to get strained. I'm not sure how, but even my shoulders are starting to seize a little bit, but... That window wasn't always open. Am I locked in here now? I can't go through that way. I can only go upstairs. If I go upstairs, my routes are... Okay, let's try through here. There's probably going to be some undead fucks around here. Or somewhere. No, I'm not going to press the switch. There's something in this depression, but the grate is in the way and you can't reach it. Because obviously when I take that, all hell's gonna break loose, and I need to use that. You know what, no, fuck it, we'll try it. Let's press the switch. Oh. Okay. That wasn't a good move. Oh, cutscene.
You.
Chris Redfield.
Me,
Alpha Team.
yes.
We're here to rescue you.
And shoot that guy in the face. He's been bit.
What the hell happened to you? Chris, this place. Get your team out of here. Demons everywhere.
Don't talk. He seems to have been bitten by a poisonous snake, but the size of the bite mark is huge.
It's not just any ordinary snake. Take my word for it.
He needs serum. Left it in another room.
I'll go get it.
Oh, of course you will.
Hold on. I'll be back.
You know, be a giant ass snake that I could have used a shotgun for. But I don't have the shotgun. I mean, I'm not even sure where that is. You know, I still want to look around the room. Hey, bud. Fine. Ugh. Right. I think, even though I'm still 4 hours short, I think I'm going to call it a night at this. Because, or a day at this. It's almost 6 AM and I'm literally unable to focus properly. And I'm just dropping asleep in front of the screen, which is not a good move. To say it's my first 24-hour stream, I'm quite happy with how it's gone. I'm obviously a little disappointed that I'm calling it now. But nigh on 20 hours for a 24-hour stream. I've not streamed in a long time anyway, so I'm quite happy with that. Hopefully sometime in the future I'll end up doing another one, hopefully again for charity. Last I checked, I don't think I'd hit my target, but there might be more donations that come afterwards, after the fact, and even if I don't hit my target, I've still raised some money, which is good. I'd like to thank everyone who's donated already. I'd like to apologise to anyone who's donated who wanted me to do the full 24 hours. Hopefully next time round I can actually get through the entire 24 hours. I might have a rethink on what games I use next time round. None of the games really had the full-on horror that I was expecting. Outlast, that was just... a lot of that was adrenaline, which was brilliant, but not quite terrifying. Amnesia, very interesting story. Only one or two moments where I was actually scared in the slightest. And then with this, it's less about it being scary and terrifying and stuff with the zombies and whatnot. More of it being more cerebral than I thought, with resource management, knowing where to go, remembering to burn bodies when you kill them. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic game, but I think if I was to do another 24-hour live stream with these 3 games, this would probably be the first game I went on. Because I've spent around about 3.5 hours on this game now, and I don't feel like I've really progressed in the slightest. I've spent, a good 40 minutes just wandering around doing nothing, just trying to find 1 or 2 places, well, 1 or 2 items. Still haven't got the shotgun, which is depressing in many ways. So yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna call the live stream now. It's 10 to 6 in the morning in England. I should probably get some sleep. I've been awake for almost 24 hours. I've been gaming for 20. So again, thank you to everyone who's watched. A big thank you to everyone who commented, helped me through Outlast, Amnesia, and helped me with Resident Evil. Even bigger thank you to anyone who's donated. If you'd still like to donate but haven't yet, the link will be still available. The page will still be available for you to donate on for another week or so. If you've missed any of the earlier streams and you want to catch up on that, then, as I said earlier on, I'll be at some point splitting those up into chunks. There won't be 24 chunks, obviously, because there's not 24 videos. There's not 24 hours worth. It'll probably be about 19 or 20 chunks, depending on how it gets edited down. If you want to see me actually talk more and engage a bit more, then I'd highly recommend some of the earlier hours. This last hour or two, even though, as I said, physically I've been fine for most of it, with the exception of the last 20 minutes or so, last hour or two it's been a mental slog all the way through, especially because Resident Evil has such a focus on puzzles. I realise that I'm probably rambling at this point in time, which is kind of why I was trying not to talk too much during gaming the last hour or so, because I realised I'd just be rambling far too much. So yeah, thank you to everyone. Apologies that I didn't quite manage the 24 hours this time round. Hopefully the next time I attempt it, I put a bit more thought into the order of the games that I use, and I'll manage to make it that time. But for this time, for this 24-hour stream, 20-hour stream in this case, this is Cloud932, also known as Tom Crab, out.